Alright, y'all, in this video, if somebody got something medical going on and you can't eat a certain thing, that's different. Health-wise, you can't eat a certain thing, that's different. But when it comes to weight loss and weight gain, what can't you eat on a diet? Like I said, it's different if you have health reasons. There's nothing that you can't eat on a diet and still lose weight. There is no specific foods that's going to make you gain or lose weight. Now, they might have their properties here and there. You got protein, fats, carbs, vitamins, minerals, fiber. Okay, if you're eating for nutrients, some certain foods are better to getting you to that goal than other certain foods. But if we're talking weight loss and weight gain, it's calories in, calories out. I ate a whole box of Nutty Bars yesterday. That box of Nutty Bars, was 6 of them in a box. Of course, you eat 2 of them, 2 packs. Two bars. That's a pack. There's 6 packs. So there's 12 bars in there. 32 or 320 calories per pack. There was 6 of them in there. 6 times 32 or 320. It's like 2,000, a little give or take. I think it's 2,000, a little over 2,000, right? Calories. Could have done the math before I did the video. It's cool. It is what it is. You can do the math and tell me if I'm right or wrong. I've been counting calories my whole life. I do this. I can be off a little bit. Small percentage. I do this. As long as I'm in a ballpark, I'm good. 2,000 calories. Other than that 2,000 calories from those Nutty Bars, I probably had 1,000 calories, and it was mostly protein, catching up with my protein or whatever. My vitamins, minerals, fiber for yesterday was in the trash. I'm not going to eat like that every day. That was one day. I don't know why I ate that whole box. I bought them. I usually don't buy snacks a whole box, right? I ate one, and I know another one ain't going to hurt. I ate another one. I ate another one and another one. But did it hurt my diet? Not at all. Not in the slightest. Why? Because I was still in a caloric deficit. How was you in a caloric deficit? You eating such dirty food? Caloric deficit means, okay, you have your maintenance calories. A certain number is the amount of calories that you personally need to be eating on a daily basis. Right? My maintenance calories probably over 3,000 calories right now. I ate less than 3,000 calories. So I was still in a deficit. If I ate exactly how I ate yesterday, even though that's not the way I want to eat, that's not nutrients. All right? If I ate exactly like that yesterday, every day, for the next 4 months, I'd be shredded out of my mind. Nutrients and health-wise, nah, I won't eat like that every day. That's called a cheat. That's called a cheat. So, any diet. Now, if you're on a certain diet, right? Like, let's say you're doing carnivore. Of course, you can't eat things besides meat. If you're doing vegan, you can't eat meat. If you're doing keto, you can't eat a bunch of carbs. You don't have to do none of those diets that I just named. And you can name a few more. You don't have to do none of them. If you want to, do them. If you believe in them, do them. If you believe that for certain reasons, different health reasons, that they're better for you, then do them. That's not what I'm saying. It's not going to make or break your weight loss. It's not. Carbs, sugar is not going to break your weight loss. Does that mean just eat a bunch of sugar all day? No. Now, sugar can be beneficial when it's needed. If I'm doing just heck of cardio, and cardio, hardcore cardio, my body's gonna need a little sugar after I'm done. Whole foods, your proteins, your fats, your lean meats, your vegetables, your healthy carbs, your starch, whole foods that come from the earth, potatoes, vegetables, fruits, and animals. You got a balance of those, you got your health. You can sprinkle in a little bit of trash, and this is just advice for myself, really though. So this neither here nor there. This ain't advice or whatever you're doing. You will still lose weight. I don't care if I ate nothing but Twinkies. You name the most dirtiest food. It's just if it's very high calorie, I can't eat as much of it. You see what I'm saying? Like let's say I'm doing ice cream. Ice cream is very high calories. So if I wanted to stick in my calories and eat just ice cream, I wouldn't do that. Somebody's not understanding me. I know it. I know it because people purposely do this. And every time I talk to somebody in person, these are the things. You can't eat bread on a diet. You can't eat that on a diet. It's probably more wise to be careful about what you eat and drink on a diet. But it can be eaten. I'm not saying just tear out. I'm not saying just eat everything in sight and just eat all your, because then you're going to be in a what? A caloric surplus. You're going to gain weight. I didn't say eat as much of everything as you want. You know what I'm saying? I didn't say that. That's not what I'm saying in the slightest. All I'm saying is don't beat yourself up every time you have something dirty. I'm saying try to have a healthy, balanced way of eating, and if you want to have something sprinkled in, there's no problem. There is no problem with having things sprinkled in. I've been saying that since I started my channel, and I've been saying that in real life years before I started my channel. I eat bread every day. Peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. I just had 2 of them before dinner. We about to have nachos. My girl in there right now cooking ground beef. We got Doritos and some of that cheese, that cheese that's in the jar. You can put it on there. Put some hot sauce in there. Sometimes we put spinach in there or whatever. About to have nachos. Them 2 peanut butter and jelly sandwiches alone was probably 800 calories. But guess what? I woke up at like 9 o'clock. I don't know what time it is. It's probably like 4 now. So 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 7 hours. It's probably later than 4 o'clock. I don't know. 7 or 8 hours. I can't imagine it being more than that. But 7 or 8 hours since I woke up. I didn't eat a calorie. I did fasting. You don't have to do fasting. Matter of fact, I ain't done fasting my last few times getting ripped. This is the first time I did fasting in like a couple years. I'm not doing prolonged fast. I'm not doing 16-8. I'm just waking up 6 or more hours after waking up. Then I get my first meal. And I'm not going to do that every day. I don't have to do that every day. If I feel like I'm going to eat and I don't want to do the fast today, cool. Because it's not the end all be all. The end all be all is how many calories I ate compared to how many calories I burned. Now, yes, fasting can help though, because when you don't have any food in you, when your muscle and liver glycogen is depleted, and you don't have any food in you, and you go handle your daily business. We went grocery shopping, took the kids to the park, went to the mall. This is my day off. I got the weekend off, right? So we did a bunch of stuff. Went to Walmart, did a bunch of stuff, whatever. Everything you do burns calories. So I did a couple hours of stuff. Those hours I'm burning slight amount of calories, but I don't have any calories in me. So where's the food, where's the calories, where's the energy to do that coming from? The stored energy that's in your body. The adipose tissue, the body fat. autophagy, ketosis. But I thought you said you don't do keto. I don't do keto. But when you're fasting, your body is still in ketosis. Why don't you just do keto then? Because I like eating carbs. I'm not doing no diet. And you can do whatever you want. I'm not doing no diet. None of them. That cuts out a whole food group if I like that food group. I'm not going vegan because I like eating meat. I'm not going carnivore because I like eating things besides meat. I'm not doing fruitarian. I'm not doing none of that. I ain't doing nothing that cuts out that, because guess what happens when you do? Your diet, you're not going to enjoy it as much because you cut all the things out that you like. I like those things. And when you do eat them, you're going to binge on them, and then you're going to say, oh, I lost weight when I stopped eating potato chips, but when I started eating potato chips again, I gained weight. So that means potato chips make you gain weight. You going to put two and two together. Hey, correlation don't mean causation, man. At the end of the day, you gain weight from eating the chips because you ate too many of them. When I go to the store, people are like, I thought you was on a diet. You getting chips? Yeah, I said I'm gonna get some chips, not the whole chip aisle. You know what I'm saying? But you're going to probably get the whole, because I know from experience. I used to believe that type of stuff, right? I cut out chocolate. And I never been the type of person that had a sweet tooth. I never been that type of person. That year, this is like 5, 6, I don't know how many years ago this was. I didn't have my channel back then, so I had my channel 5 years ago. Probably 7, 8 years ago, I don't know. You know, I bulked and cut so many times, I get shredded. I've been doing that before I started my channel. That did not start when I started my channel. But I did that. I cut out all dirty food. I wouldn't eat no snacks, nothing. When I stopped that diet, I gained so much weight so fast because I kept stopping everywhere I go to get chocolate. Donuts, cake. It didn't matter if it was chocolate Pop-Tarts. If it was chocolate, I couldn't stop eating it. I literally could not stop eating it. I was probably eating, I wouldn't say 6,000, probably 6,000 calories a day. Like I say, the average American eats like 5,000 calories a day and don't even know it because they don't count calories. And they think, oh, if I don't count it, then it doesn't count. That's literally like if I got my car right here and I put gas in the tank and I look away. Oh, I'm not looking at the gas go in. I'm not looking at the numbers go up. That means this gas is free, and that also means I don't got no gas in my tank because I didn't look at it. Doesn't make sense to me, bro. Sis, whoever listening, whoever watching. I'm not saying you have to eat whatever you want to eat on a diet. I'm just saying it's not going to mess your diet up as long as you stay in a deficit. If you stay in a deficit, now if it creates a surplus, then it's messing up your diet eventually. But if you've been in a deficit for a week or so, and then you have a day where you're in a surplus, if that surplus isn't big enough to negate all that week that you done, because it can. If your appetite big enough, it can. My epic cheat day, I'm gonna put it right here. I ate over 20,000 calories in my epic cheat day. You can look it up. You can look at that video and count the calories as it goes. But I also have another video. I'm gonna put one on one side, one on the other side. What to do after a cheat day. Comment, like, subscribe, share, holler back at your boy. If you've been watching this long, that means I'm saying something that hit to the ribs or something that you can argue with. Something, comment below. We can talk. Click on the videos. Peace.